Mm. Mm.
And hello and welcome in.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody. We're live as the Falcons up 7-0. The host fell asleep in between games, but we're awake and going now.
Um, the news is Miles Garrett got up and walked off the field on his own power, but he was carted out of the stadium.
Ooh. So is there any official what's wrong with him or not yet?
I know he said he had issues with his feet, and it would probably require surgery at some point, but both of his feet.
I guess the question then is how serious is it? Is he going to be able to go on it? I don't know.
Flag on a play, and it's incomplete. Probably going to be holding. It's in that area of holding.
Yeah. I think that's what they're sorting out is Andy Reid figuring out if it's incomplete. I think they'll decline it. Okay, legal hands to the face on the offense. So yeah, fourth down. Falcons gonna have to punt it away.
Yeah, I was on here at like 8:25, and I was like, the game kicked off like 5 minutes ago. What's going on here? Then you text me, yeah, I was like, oh. But all good.
Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Also, Anthony sounds good. I see your comment. Sounds good.
Hardman back to return. Hardman hauls Lenny's to the 15, to 20, and brought down at the 21. And we're at triple zeros in the first quarter. So Mahomes and offense will come out and start their own 21 to start the second. Falcons up 7-0. Okay, and also here, just a quick second while we are on ad break. Some more injury news. As most of you might have saw here when you were here, if you were here earlier during the 1 o'clock frame for the Eagles Saints game. Lane Johnson would come off the field, and I can't talk tonight. Sorry, Lane Johnson would come off the field, and it has been announced that he is in concussion protocol, along with Devontae Smith. All right, and welcome back here. Start of the second. Sunday night football from the ATL. Patrick Mahomes under center. Play action, back to pass, roll it out. He'll flip to Rice. Rice picks up about 7 on the catch. Mahomes and Chiefs line up 2nd and 4. In the shotgun, running back on his right hip. He'll hand it off up the middle for about 3 and driven back after that. It'll be 3rd and 1. P. Ryan on the carry. And his face mask broke. No, excuse me, not his face mask. His chin strap. His chin strap broke off the side of his helmet. Third and 1 for KC.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I don't know if you saw it, but Samaje Perine just had a helmet misfunction.
What happened with him?
The chin strap, as holding by Kelsey for a first down. The chin strap on the one side of his helmet basically like completely either fell off or ripped off.
Gosh. Good Lord. Well, hopefully he can stay in because.
I mean, he was fine. He just had to get a new helmet.
Because I had to start him in fantasy.
I lost in fantasy again this week. I started Jawan Jennings and I still lost.
It was between him or A.D. Mitchell.
Oh, he got popped by Simmons.
Yeah, it was between P. Ryan and Mitchell, and so I went with him. Worked out good because Mitchell had 1 target and didn't catch it. He got 0 points for me.
I don't know if you saw it, but you got somebody in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Oh, John, what's going on, man? Nice to see you in here. Been a minute. Nice to see you, man.
P. Ryan on his right hip. Mahomes slips it out. Rice makes a man miss, cutting upfield and making another man miss, carrying guys to the 48. That looks more like Jenkins from the CFB game there with those spin moves.
Yeah. Already 4 catches for 41 yards for Rashee Rice.
I will make it
P. Ryan this time, and he's going to break tackles and get up close to a first down, about a 9-yard run for him.
I will say quick, I know a lot of people have been crying about Jenkins and, him not performing his spin move in real life like he has been in the game. When people react to like Ohio State's highlighting that and Jenkins is in the game in the highlights. But what people got to understand, he's not going to do it every play. Number one, he hasn't done it this season, and number two, what most of those guys are more so casuals. Obviously, not trying to throw shade at the casual fan, but it's starting to get to the point where they don't understand. He's not always going to be in the spot where he's able to do a spin move as well.
Exactly, yeah.
And they're still whining about it. It's just like, who cares? It's a video game. It's not going to be super realistic.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As P. Ryan again with the run, he'll pick up, looks like about a gain of 2.
Okay, you must be about a play ahead of me because I just got the 9-yard run on 2nd and 1 for a first down.
Yeah, I must be a little bit ahead. I got 10:42 on my game clock.
I got 11 and rolling. I just saw the 2-yard carry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to play ahead then. So 2nd and 8, Mahomes going to drop back to pass. He's going to get hit as he throws. Was looking for P. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Bring up a 3rd down and 8 now.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if you heard, but as you know, I was saying this earlier, as people people that are watching here, obviously they were here for the 1 o'clock slot today when we were covering Saints and Eagles. As some of you may have saw, Lane Johnson going off to the sideline there. Vital part of that Eagles offensive line to be specific. He has been officially ruled into concussion protocol.
Yeah, I figured so. They said he was kind of like just kind of hazy of it. They said he was throwing up, just vomiting over and over on the sideline. Like needed directions to the medical tent. He didn't really know where he was going.
Mahomes looking, fires. Nice catch there on the sideline by Sky Moore. Is that Sky Moore? I couldn't catch it.
I don't think so. I think that's Juju Watson.
What happened to Sky Moore? Did he get cut? Yeah, that's Watson.
Justin. Yes, Justin Watson.
He almost stepped out of bounds there.
I think Sky Moore is still on the team. Yeah, he's still on the team. He just
bracket coverage on Worthy.
He hadn't played so far this season.
We got a flag on the play as P. Ryan just gets slammed down and his helmet comes off. That was like a mini suplex.
Whatever they've messed up with his helmet, they just can't keep it on his head. Then they called illegal formation there.
I will
Flags
say,
on both teams.
Probably hear us say a lot tonight.
What was that?
I will say, I'm just kind of talking to the audience here. You'll hear me say tonight, a lot tonight, at least when I see it or when he sees it. Depends on how he terminates it to when I terminate it. But when, as I just said on last play, I know she didn't really pick it up because it was kind of a subtle there. But I said they had Xavier Worthy in bracket coverage, and for the casual fan that does not know that termination of word, it's basically meaning safety help, double coverage type stuff.
So 2nd and 10 now. Throw out wide to the right. That is Worthy, and he's going to get popped, but he'll pick up about 7. Bring up about a 3rd down and 3 here.
See,
AJ Terrell, the Clemson man, with a big hit on that one.
What happened to Nate Wiggins? Is he even starting currently for the Ravens?
Yeah, he's playing great in Baltimore. He caused the fumble on CeeDee Lamb in the game today.
Oh.
Third and 3, the out route to Rice, and it's going to be a touchdown, Kansas City. But there is a flag down.
Probably coming back.
And it's back there by Mahomes.
Somebody put a finger on Mahomes, and they're going to call it roughing the passer.
Yeah, they call roughing the passer, but that's a good call. Yeah, he had already let go of the ball, and then they just shoved him to the ground after the play. That's a good call.
I will say there's a lot of man-on-man coverage. That's like what Caden Curry did for Ohio State against the Marshall player, and they called him for targeting and ejected him, and they confirmed it. I will say we've seen a lot of man coverage so far from Atlanta.
Really, in a lot of the games today, a lot more man coverage than zone coverage. That's what killed the Saints on that big play. to Goddard on the little cross to set them up inside the 10 for the go-ahead touchdown. You know, if they are in just regular zone coverage, that play doesn't work because those guys aren't running together. They just pass each one from one to the other. But because they were a man, they follow and run into each other.
And I will say I'll ask you this question quick. There's been a lot of heat and topic on this debate, and I think this really does apply to the Atlanta Falcons. So this is why I'm bringing this subject up. ESPN, as you saw, I believe it was earlier, it was either Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. For pretty much the whole week, they were talking about banning too high safeties in the NFL. What are your thoughts on that?
About banning too high safeties in the NFL?
Yeah.
I think that's dumb. Like it's already hard enough to play defense with RPO because RPOs are basically cheating. It's basically an eligible man downfield on RPOs. It's like it's all geared towards the offense exceeding defense is about impossible. I think banning too high safeties would be about the stupidest rule they could make.
And why I'm bringing that up is because Atlanta has two of the best safeties in all of the NFL right now.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
And Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Because if they ban two high safeties, what's Atlanta going to do with Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates? One of them's got to go. Unless you have one play a linebacker.
I don't think that's going to happen, though.
I will say, if it were to ever come down to it, Justin Simons, I think, would also be a pretty darn good linebacker, too. Not Simon, Simmons.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me that to ban too high safety. To me, that'd be about the dumbest rule you could possibly make. It'll never happen, though. The fans already hate the kickoff rule. I don't really care about that when I understand it.
Yeah, I picked them to win too. So,
but to ban too high safeties, then yeah, you're going to have a lot of people calling you out.
This is Mahomes' 100th career regular season game.
If he wins today, he'll pass Brady and Roger Staubach for the most in the first 100 games of their career.
Come on, Atlanta. Don't let it happen. Come on, Atlanta.
Yeah, Mahomes has won 76 out of 99 regular season games in his career.
Probably about half of them is because
of the rest. Will take over at the 30-yard line after the touchback.
I also say kickoff rule is so dumb. At this point, just take it out of the game.
I don't know, because we still see some returns, and the injuries are the problem.
Well, I also say factor this in too. You say it's already hard enough for defenses to play defense. You're starting on your own 30 basically every single time, so that also makes it harder on defenses as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And shotgun
McLeod, the man from Clemson, not able to hold on to that one. A good play on that ball by Connor, the defensive back for Kansas City, to knock it out.
I will say Trent McDuffie, Kansas City's defensive back, one of the most underrated defensive backs in the league.
I don't know if I would call him a I don't know if I would call him underrated. I mean, the dude is talked of as a top 10 corner in the NFL. I don't know if I'd call. He's an elite corner for sure. Um,
Times
yeah,
when I wish we
exactly.
could have had
So
him.
yeah, like the MLB trying to make pitcher 6 inning minimums just stupid. Trying to manipulate the game to get what they want, because what they want, the reason it's being brought up is because if you don't have too high safeties, that's more offense you get. I'll be right
And
back in just a moment.
and I will add on to that quick. The one thing the newer fans, the younger fans, just want to see offense, offense, offense. It's fun to actually see a defensive show every once in a while. Cousins firing deep. He's got a man. Drake London. No flag. Nope. Now a late flag coming in. Looks like London had his arm hooked there. Wouldn't be surprised if this is pass interference. Roughing the passer on Chris Jones. Well, you don't see that from a widely veteran very often. Huh? And we got a Atlanta offensive lineman down the field. Yeah, I would agree that I guess you could say we're younger fans, but like I said, I'm talking about, if you really look at, from like, let's set a threshold here from like 8th grade, 7th grade age down to when, kids start really getting into football. All they want to see is the great quarterback shine, like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. All they want to see is the great quarterbacks play and touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Josh Allen. They don't really get the philosophy of how important the defense is to the game yet, I guess you could per se. Also, with you saying McDuffie is too young, I understand where you're coming with that because this is only his like 3rd or 4th year in the league, I want to say, but it it it's starting to get to the point where he's proven. He's out of Washington, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but in the next, I'll guarantee you right now, in the next 3 to 5 years, McDuffie will be the best cornerback in the NFL. Or to actual football analyst, DBs, whatever you want to call them, cornerback, DB. Chris Jones, that's a bit of a ticky-tack call there on Chris Jones. Cousins takes snap, hands off Robinson, makes a man miss. Nothing. Back to the line, tackled by Chris Jones. Also, Lincoln will be rejoining me here in a few. He's doing some things quick. So, might be gone a little longer than expected. Just got word from him. So, Kansas City with 54 rushing yards today. 94 passing yards to Atlanta's 68. Cousins back to pass. Looking, firing deep. He's looking. He's got a man, Kyle Pitts. He's to 15, 10, 5. Brought down at the 1, but there's a flag. Well, there is no foul. There's holding on the defense. Well, I get where you're going, but see, I'm actually a bit older than you are, so I won't specify, but from the 1, Cousins under center. Hands it off. Robinson. Did he get there? Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson from 1 yard out. Yeah, I am trying to keep this more so secretive. PAT up and good, 7 or 14, Atlanta. I am 3 above. So I'm a tad bit more older, so and I will be right back. All right, welcome back here. Giants and Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. That game's going to be a big joke. A voice ad, really. I don't want to see the voice. I want to see Sunday Night Football. Okay, now we're really back. Samuel L. Jackson in attendance. .637 to go till half. Boots away. And Halden at the goal line. Here, return it. He's to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and brought down to 31. An ankle tackle away. A missed ankle tackle away from being off to the races there. Fun fact, this has been the slowest start to Jason Kelce's season in his career since his rookie year. Not Jason, Travis. Hands off at the middle, picks up 9.5 on a very tough run. I can see that as first down for the Chiefs there with Steele on the carry. I can see that. It's just a fact of, as people get older, Mahomes play action, looking, he's firing down the middle field. He's got, I don't know exactly who that is. That's a first down in Falcons territory. It's just a fact that it seems like there's too many what young kids call memes going around nowadays, and it's just dumb, in my opinion. Rice on the wide receiver screen picks up 2. Brought down by Terrell on the play. Second and 8. In the shotgun, Mahomes. P. Ryan on his right hip, back to pass, looking all day to throw, drops it off. Rice brought down a yard short of the first. If he just ran straight ahead there, he might have actually had the first. Be 3rd and 1. Well, if it gets banned, that would help a little bit. 3rd and basically 2, little less than 2 for Kansas City. Hand off, Pirine up the middle. He won't get there. He might have lost a half a yard. What do the Chiefs do here on 4th down and 2 with 3:15 clock running left to go and a half down by 7? They're run Bucker out there. I think this is the right move if you're the Chiefs. Take the points, unlike the Eagles earlier today, even though they were able to cut out that win. Take the points. Get within 4 points. 53-yard attempt. Kick is up. Kick is right down the middle. 10-14. Atlanta leading Kansas City 2:43 to go in the first half. He even came down to a knee on that. Still hammered it right through. Okay, let's see. See if I hit 300 yet. I'm at 275. Okay, I need to get the 300 to win the sub battle. Just waiting for it to come back from ad break here. Okay, we are back now. I really need work on my PFP. I'm not good at making it. Here comes the Atlanta offense again. With 2:43 till half. And one more play, and we should be to the 2-minute warning here. Player in motion. The pitch to Robinson. Makes a man miss, picks up 3.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My dad needed my help, but
I had to go after half, so you'll be stuck on your own.
But yeah, I'm back. So appreciate you holding it down for us.
But I'll be home. Yeah, I had to go after half, but I will be not entirely gone.
Okay. I'd assume I'll see you in the chat then.
Yeah, if you pick up what I'm putting down there.
Good then. So which channel is the one that you're doing?
On what do you mean on what I'm doing?
Like, because I remember your one channel got shut down. So like, which one is going to be your main channel going forward?
The podcast one will, because the Ohio State one I can't do year round, obviously. So.
Okay. Well, before you
I was wondering if you maybe wanted to knock that first one out Tuesday, if you had time, or if you just wanted to do the FSU one Tuesday and do that.
We can get them both Tuesday.
Huh?
We can hit them both on Tuesday.
Yeah, because I just got that one verified too. So.
Okay, yeah, we'll hit both of them Tuesday.
I got them above ready to roll because I was going to try and do it. Then I'm like, I don't think it'll be very entertaining when it's just one person saying the same thing over and over and over again. Pretty much.
Oh yeah. Well, go ahead and text me the link to the new one before you head out, and I'll make sure I put it in the chat.
I thought you were talking about the StreamYard for a second. I was like, what? The one for the podcast thing is in Google Chat already. So.
Okay. I'll grab it then, and I'll throw it in the chat here in a second.
But that's for the StreamYard, not the actual channel.
Okay. Well, text me the channel link so that way I can share it in the chat and get you some subscribers. But catch me up on the game. What's going on? I missed it. It was 7-7 when I left, 14-10 now.
Pretty much all you missed is a questionable roughing the passer call on Chris Jones. Took Kirk Cousins down to the ground like second after he threw the ball. Got flagged for that. Then Kirk Cousins with a huge pass to Kyle Pitts for over 40 yards down to the 1. Bijan Robinson 1-yard touchdown to make it 7-14. That's where we are right now. And then obviously Harrison Butker hit like a 53-yard field goal. And Cousins hit. The ball's out.
On the Falcons as Bijan Robinson kicked the fumble out of bounds.
Well, hey, I would rather kick the fumble out of bounds than give it to the other team. A 15-yard penalty and a loss of downs over the other team having a football inside the red zone. I'll take that any day of the week.
They also got to look too. Was the ball out of bounds before Bijan kicked it? Because it was close.
No, it was nowhere close to out of bounds before he kicked it.
The Chiefs DB came sliding in and hit it first. Yeah, no, it's still barely in when he kicks it. About on the hash mark when he kicked it. But if they go to review and he plays it off enough, he might be able to say he didn't mean to kick it.
Nah, that's pretty obvious. He was literally staring at the ball. And he never reached his hands out to try and grab it. I mean, I guess you can make an argument that the guy diving on his feet kind of made him, but kind of tripped him.
Yeah,
I guess that's
if he's able to, he might be able to say that he got tripped up, but I don't know. I don't even know if they can. I don't even think.
Yep, they called illegally kicking the ball.
I don't even know if they'll be able to review the penalty.
No,
or not.
They already called it.
No, I know, but they're going to go review the play to see if he threw the ball or not. I don't know if they can review the penalty. If it is a fumble, can they review? I don't think they can review the penalty.
Well, it really doesn't matter anyhow because it's going to be a Atlanta ball.
It still matters, though. That's like a 10-yard penalty.
I will say, right now, I'm probably just going to do that podcast thing when I have a second person because I I got 3 people that I know right now that I'm actually able to do it with. So,
okay.
Got you and then a couple of my buddies that are more so casuals, but they're get the job done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I actually did episode 1 with one of my buddies earlier, but then I forgot I had to verify, so I couldn't post it. So I had to redo episode 1. What time did you want to do it Tuesday? By chance, in case you had a time that you would want to do it. Well, 3rd and 18 now. Cousins and shotgun. Fumble picked up by Bijan. Picks up 5 and then goes down.
That ball actually didn't even touch the ground. Bijan Robinson just caught it straight out of the air. What a play there from him.
Did you hear what I said, or was I breaking up when I said that?
What was that?
I said, do you know what time you'd want to do it Tuesday? So I kind of have a ballpark.
I'm not doing nothing all of Tuesday, so just whenever. You just let me know.
I usually get home around 3:15, so.
Y'all plan for 4 o'clock then?
Would 3:45 work?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
We can do that. I mean, we can even do 3:30 if you want. It doesn't matter.
Well, 3:30 would be kind of a little close, but because by the time I get in the door, it'd be like 10 minutes from then. So,
okay.
3:45 should work. Give me a little time set up and everything like that.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so good punt from the Falcons. Kansas City goes over at the 34. We're going to take a quick break while they're on commercial. We'll be right back with you guys in just a moment.
Quick while we're on ad break here. I know this isn't football related. That's all I'll say. It is an ad break here. I don't know if I told you this yet or you've seen it in my community on my Ohio State one. But I am currently in a sub where somebody first to 300. So.
Well, y'all heard it. He needs 300. I'm going to put his link in the chat. Y'all help him get to 300.
Right now, he's at 276. I'm at 275. So it was tied at 276 at one point, but. Oh, well, while we're on ad break, quick, what do you think of Jawan Jennings going off today for the 49ers?
He had a huge game today. Huge game for him.
I had my fantasy team, and I still lost by like 40 points.
Yeah, I mean, it just still wasn't enough for him to win. The defense really sold them today, though. I mean, they were up 24-14 with 6 minutes to go and lost the game.
Would you want me to make a list for you so I kind of have some, so you kind of know the topics that I'm planning on going over? Or?
What was that? You cut out.
I said for Tuesday, not for the FSU one, but would you want me to make a list for the topics so you kind of know what to expect?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Because I was doing that with my other buddy when I did the first episode, and I forgot about that. So he's like, I wasn't expecting that question. I was like, oh.
Yeah. All right, so there's the link in all the chats. Right now, I'm about to go send it. I'm about to put it in the Twitter chat. Give me just a second. He needs 25 more subscribers. Let's get him there.
By the way, Ohio State, Michigan State is officially set for 7:30 p.m. on Peacock next Saturday.
Okay.
Mahomes back to pass, wings out, caught P. Ryan 5 yards taken out. I'll probably, while we're at halftime, right before I sign off, Mahomes just barely gets it away. I think that might be intentional grounding, but nope, they'll say P. Ryan is in the area.
All right, so for everybody over on Twitter, I just put his link over in the chat over there. So if you guys could jump in there, subscribe to that, be much appreciated. Help him. He needs 25 more.
I'm currently
Mahomes almost intercepted. Jesse Bates couldn't quite haul it in.
Was that on 3rd and 5? Yep. I'm surprised that last pass from Mahomes wasn't intentional grounding either.
Yeah, I was too a little bit. As this one was a little bit behind Rasheed Rice off of his backhand, and Jesse Bates.
Rice, that was eerily similar to the Kadarius Toney play against Detroit last year.
Very similar to it, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you heard, but Kadarius Toney is on the Browns practice squad.
I heard that.
As I was saying quick, caught 25, cuts in, brought down to 30 and a half. So 59 seconds, 2 timeouts. Atlanta has a little bit of a chance here. And maybe go down and put it up a field goal or more.
I was going to say, at least go for field goal. For field goal range, I mean, they're at their own 30.
I will say quick, I'll put the link to the podcast one in the StreamYard chat before I sign off here at half.
Okay.
Or do you just want me to put it in Google? Whatever works for you. Because I can do either or.
1st and 10 for Atlanta. And there's going to be a false start on them.
You know what I'll do? I'll have to sign off, grab it, sign back on, put it in the chat, and sign off again.
Okay, sounds good.
But I don't think I need to be on a stage for that, so it really doesn't matter a ton.
Or you can just say your goodbyes and then get it, pop back in. I don't have to add you to the stream and just throw it in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
1st and 15, Cousins going to throw. London with the catch to the 34, lost his helmet.
Oh, so it's literally just straight up called the College Football Podcast. I didn't even think that name was even left, but I was like, oh, that name's not left. I can't use the football extraordinaire no more, so.
Yeah. As Cousins, that one gets deflected. It's going to be intercepted. And a handoff as he's being tackled. They pick up 10 more yards. What a play.
Who was it intercepted by? Oh, never mind. Don't spoil it. I'm about to see it. Tipped and Connor picked it off. Okay. I'll work on that list during half.
Okay.
And I'll be in chat. And I'll put it in there after halftime because I'm assuming you'll probably be calling the game after halftime this time.
I will.
Okay, because last time you weren't. So I was like, Huh? So yeah, I'll go ahead and put the list out for you there and the actual YouTube stuff. So it won't be under the college one. It'll just be me and my Ohio State one again. So
Okay, sounds good.
Mahomes back to pass, swings out. He's got a man. P. Ryan makes a man miss. Plows over. Another guy still going. It picks up 8, maybe 9. You're Kansas City here. You got to call your timeout, and they do. Nice physical catch and run there by P. Ryan. Because, the only tricky thing with podcast stuff like this is you want to try and cram as many topics as you want into it. But at the same time, you don't want to cram too many into it to where it's like 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, exactly.
At the minimum, I want to try and keep it to like an hour and a half. If that is what I want to try and keep it to.
But how long did you say?
I want to try and keep it to an hour and a half minimum.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Mahomes fires end zone, nobody there. 3rd and 2 for KC. I think there might have been a little miscommunication there because
I think that one was more just a throwaway.
True.
Mahomes looking deep, and that one, another throwaway. Bucker's going to come on now for a field goal.
He had that. No, Mahomes, he threw it too early. He had 24, whoever that was, on a streak right down the middle for a wide open touchdown if you would have saw him.
Well, he was getting pressured. He just had to get rid of it.
I know, but literally.
Well, you got to play safe because if he gets sacked, then the clock runs out. They don't have any timeouts. The clock runs out, you get nothing. So, you just throw it away and take the 3.
It was literally the same side of the field, literally 3 feet from where he threw it.
Oh, that guy was open because his man came running over once Mahomes threw it.
That's the guy I was talking about. Take the points on like Philly.
Yeah, Philly didn't. They're lucky they won. They did everything they could to lose that game and somehow won it.
Marvin went off again today, even in the loss.
I saw that.
Close to 100 yards and a touchdown, about 6 or 7 receptions. Okay, we got 6 seconds till halftime here. I would assume it'll just be the kickoff. If they do return it, it would probably just be one of those situations where you return it, and if you miraculously get a touchdown, you get a touchdown. But Bucker, he doesn't let many people return his kicks. So most of his kicks are usually out of the end zone. He has a very strong leg. Yep, right in the back of the end zone. Take a knee. And I assume we'll guys just take a knee and go to half here.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting them to do. Well, the way the season and this day's gone with games, you can't be too sure.
You notice how they have one INT, 1 interception. They both have 128 passing yards.
Yeah.
They either take a knee, which is what they're doing, or I was going to say maybe hand it off, see if you could bust one. So we'll head in half. Kansas City up 13. Excuse me. Atlanta up 14-13. I am going to sign off here. Casey will receive the second half kick. I will see all of you in the chat. I will say quick, go subscribe to American Football Network. He has the best football channel on YouTube, and it means a lot for me to be able to do these games with him. Glad he let me in last year. But without further ado, I will sign off, and I will see you guys next time.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate you coming on with me. So, yep, that's Michael over at Ohio State Hype Videos. And I think he said he's starting the college football podcast. So he's gonna pop back in a second and send me that link so I can give it to you guys so y'all can subscribe to that one as well. But make sure you guys get Ohio State videos, hype videos to 300 subscribers if you don't mind for him. If you go look at his channel over there, he's got a lot of great hype videos over there. He does a good job in making those. So yeah, I think he said he's in a subscriber war with somebody. He's trying to get to 300. So help him get there. Help him get to 300. 25 away. Sorry, everybody. Thanks to Ohio State Hype Videos for letting me know. I've been calling the second half, but was on mute the entire time. At first, I was removed from the stream, so I was talking, and then I looked. I had to add myself back to the stream. Never once thought to look to see if I was muted or not. So sorry about that. Hopefully, you guys can hear me now. Let me know in the comments if you can. Hopefully, you can. But basically, the Chiefs went down on a opening drive, got a field goal. And then Falcons had the punt. So that's where we sit at right now. 16-14. Kansas City going to get the ball at their own 20-yard line. It's been a good game, good entertaining game so far. Good way to. The 3 games we've streamed today have been really good. Baltimore and Dallas looked like it was going to be a kind of a boring game in the second half as Baltimore was up 28-6. And then those last 8 minutes, Dallas was like, screw it. I think we're going to come back. And ended up being 28-25. Quick look at the stats here. For the visiting Chiefs, Mahomes 21 of 32, 174 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Carson Steele leading the way on the ground for him, 11 carries for 47 yards. Rashee Rice been getting it done in the pass game, 9 catches, 82 yards, a touchdown. For the Falcons, Kirk Cousins, 9 of 12, 133 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Bijan, 10 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. And then Kyle Pitts, 1 catch for 50 yards. Lead the way receiving wise. On the 1st and 10, Carson Steele going to run it ahead for about 5 yards. Bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 25. Rashee Rice has it. Quick little 4-yard gain. Bring up about 3rd down and half a yard. So 3rd and 1 here. The handoff to Steele on 3rd and 1, and he's got it. 1st down. Mahomes found his man as Rashee Rice up to the 41 of the Falcons. A huge catch there, 27 yards and a 1st down. They swing it out to Worthy. He'll only get about a yard on that one. Not much was working there for him there. Bring up a 2nd and 9. Ohio State. Let me see. Yep, I got your link right here. Let me go ahead and copy that. There's that link for the new channel. It's just being sent out to all the destinations now. Mahomes dropping back, 2nd and 9, going to step up and run with it. He's got the first down and more and slides down at the 25. So there's the link. Cody, what's going on, man? All right, so I know you're a Braves fan, Cody. You a Falcons fan as well? Michael, if you got the list ready, if you want to text it to me, that way I got it on my phone. I can go back and look at it tomorrow when I get my notes and everything prepared and ready. All right, Michael, that sounds good if you do that for me. All right, so Cody is a Falcons fan. I figure probably so. Yeah, as a Braves fan, I'm feeling you on that one, man. I hope we can make the playoffs, but it ain't looking good for us. But you know how it goes. You know, it's considering what Snickers having to work with. I would say it's been a pretty good season. Um, you know, just to even be in the playoff conversation when you look at the when you look at just what's around us. And all the injuries that we had and who we had to put into play. I mean, like I said earlier on the last stream, Gio Urshela is playing every day. Like that's a guy who should not be playing every single day, and that's a guy who should be on your bench, pinch hit for you every now and then, and come in when you need to give somebody a day off, not every day for you. So considering what we've got, he's played well. Actually, he's actually played pretty well. Jorge Soler played another guy played pretty well. So, for what they're working with, I'd say they've done a pretty good job just to be in the conversation. That's right. Alabama, big game against Georgia Saturday night. I still don't know who I think will win that game. Michael, yeah, you can set them in order. I still don't know who I think wins that game. It's going to be a good one, though. So we got injury timeout here. Going to be 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs from the 13 of Atlanta. Don't want to settle for a field goal here. Michael says he's got Bama by 3. That's how it played out last year, 27-24. 49-20. I don't know if they blow them out. I think they could win. I don't know if they'll blow them out. Yeah, beat them for Ohio State so they can jump them. And Juju Smith-Schuster into the end zone for a touchdown for the Chiefs. And Bucker missed the PAT. And that could be huge because that keeps this game at 8 points instead of 9. That could be huge. So good return for Ray McLeod up to the 33, but it's going to come back because of a block in the back. Darnell Mooney with the catch is going to be a first down for the Falcons. Cousins pump fake to the middle. Good thing he pulled that one back, or it would have been a pick. Found Mooney on the outside for a first down. Really need to get the ball to Bijan Robinson here. I feel like, you need something good to go. And he's your guy that can make it happen. He runs here, he's going to lose too. They just can't block. They can't get him going. I mean, he's your explosive player. Bijan, a pass out of the backfield, a huge run. He fumbled. Chief said they got it. They say he was down before he lost the ball. All right, Michael, it sounds like a good list. Should be a good show. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, if you don't mind texting me that in the morning, well, I'll have it. I'll be able to go through my numbers and my notes and all that stuff on it. Okay, yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll put a post out on my end in the community. See if anybody's got any hot takes for the show. I'll put it out. See what we get back. I'll put it on Twitter as well. Sunday Night Football next week will be live. Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. As Algier gets a 3-yard run. Again, appreciate all you guys watching. If you don't mind, drop a subscription to American Football Network if you haven't already. sending the link out to all the chats. We're trying to hit 2,700 subscribers. We are, let me see, 33 away. So let's get going on that. Let's hit those subscribers. And let's hit the goal. Remember to also click those links in the chat. Go subscribe to Ohio State Hype videos. And so go check them out. And subscribe to him as well. Help him hit that goal. As Mooney with another catch, and they're into Chiefs territory to the 39. So there is the link to American Football Network on YouTube in the Twitter chat. If you guys don't mind clicking that and subscribing if you hadn't already. Let's get back into it. Sounds good, Michael. Take it easy, man. Have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you coming on with me, man. Always enjoy it. And yeah, we'll talk more in the morning about it. Looking forward to the show. His Cousins getting pressured. Out intercepted. Instead, he just has to throw. Yeah, Nick Bolton was laying on the ground. Cousins tried to throw it at the ground, kind of towards Bijan, and about intercepted as Bolton looks to be injured. But he got up. He's going to stay in the game. It's 3rd and 7. Cousins dropping back. Pressured again. He's looking for Kyle Pitts, and it gets swatted down at the line of scrimmage. Oh, I got you. Okay, man. No, you're all good. Wasn't sure if you were heading out or not. Actually, Cousins was throwing it. It hit his center in the head. So they're going to have to kick a field goal here. 54-yard attempt. The kick's up and it's good. Right down the middle. So it's 22-17, still 13 minutes to go in the game. If you're Kansas City, you get a touchdown on this drive, that might seal it. Especially if you can eat a lot of time off the clock. We're going to take a quick break during the ad. We'll be right back with you guys in just a moment. All right, we're back with you guys here as it's going to be 3rd and 1. P-Ron in the backfield. 3rd and 2, excuse me. Mahomes going to throw. He gets it to Kelsey, but he can't hang on. Jesse Bates lit him up, forced the incompletion. It's going to be 4th and 2. Nice catch off the snap from Ariza, and then punts it, bounces inside the 10, and he fumbled. He fumbled the football. Was he down or did he fumble? Yeah, he was down. Okay, that arm hit, and that's when the ball popped out. He was down. That almost went bad for the Falcons. That went real bad for the Falcons as they'll take over from the 11. We'll have to go 89 yards to put it in the end zone. You got to go get something. You really need a touchdown because you don't want to give the ball back to Mahomes because if he goes down the field and gets a touchdown, they make the extra point. They're up 9. It's a 2-possession game, and you don't have enough time to come back. So you better go get a touchdown on this drive or a 3-and-out quick. They got to find a way to get Bijan Robinson the football out in space, whether it's a handoff, a screen, swing route, or even just line him up outside as a receiver. You got to get Bijan Robinson the football. He is your playmaker. He's your most explosive, dynamic player. You have to get him the ball. Cousins to pass. That one deflected. Going to fall incomplete. There's a flag down on the play. It'll be a legal answer to the face on the center. I don't think this referee knows what he's talking about. He said it's a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, half the distance to the goal, and not a loss of down. It's going to be 1st and 15. I don't know what the referee's talking about here. Handoff to Algier. He's running left. He's got some room, and he's going to get a 10-yard gain up to the 15. Be 2nd and 5. And Algier with a big opening, and he's going to run it up to the 28 and a 1st down. Hey, man, I'm good to talk about whatever. It's your show. I'm just joining you. So you tell me what we're talking about. I'll talk about it with you. But yeah, that's your show, man. You make the call on it. If you need some ideas, I can have some ideas, but I'm game for whatever, man. Like I said, it's your show. I'm just glad to be joining you on it. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Second down and 8. The throw is going to be Kyle Pitts, and he's got a 1st down before he's pushed out of bounds. So 2 catches for 69 yards on the day. For 59 yards on the day for Kyle Pitts. Solid day of work for him. As Bijan gets it, and he'll get about 3. So got 9 minutes on the clock. 2nd down and 8 after Bijan got 2. 2nd down and 7, excuse me. And he's got it to Drake London, who about fumbled the football. He bobbled it, but was able to grab it back. And a gain of 14 yards, and there's a Chiefs player down, somebody in the secondary. Or is that Nick Bolton? Tranquil lit Cousins up as he let go of that football. Who was that went down on the play? Yeah, that's going to be Bolton. He was hurt earlier. Stayed in the game. Came back out for this drive, but he's hurt now. It looks like a back injury. Something with the lower back. Okay. Hey, if you want to send me your stuff, we can run it on this StreamYard, and then I can just download it and send it to you. If you'd rather do it that way, we can just record it on here so you can use all the pro features. I can create it on here, and you can use all the pro features, and then I can just send you the recording. So 1st and 10. End around to Ray McLeod, and he's going to have a 1st down, a face mask, and he's still going down to about the 22-yard line. They didn't call the face mask? What the heck's wrong with these refs? It's like about as clear as day of a face mask as you could ever have. Right in front of the referee. He's going to be down to the 26. Don't think he grabbed it or pulled it. He swung his whole head around Chris Collinsworth. Can't stand that guy calling the Chiefs game. I tell him to zip it up when he's done, but he already ripped the zipper off of it. Couldn't get him down fast enough. Gonna be 2nd and 12 now from about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs for Atlanta here. A little swing pass out to Bijan. Good block from Kyle Pitts, and he'll pick up about 4. Be 3rd and 8 here from the Falcons. Need a conversion on this one. You don't want to settle for a field goal after going on this good of a drive. And they got the Chiefs to jump off sides. Well, they're going to get Kyle Pitts for a false start. I don't know. There's about 5 different flags down. Knowing these refs, they're going to call it on the Falcons. Well, all right. They made a good call for once. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. If you want to copy and paste the ticker, put it in Google Docs for me and send it to me over to me. I can add it as a banner. It's going to be 3rd and 3. To give to Bijan. He's going to be stopped short. He only got about a yard. Chankrell made the stop. Yeah, you got to go for it here, I think. And they will go for it. And he got it to London. To the 11. What a play from these Atlanta Falcons. So from the 11, first down, the pitch to Bijan. He's got the corner, and he's going to get it down to the 6, 5-yard gain. Falcons offense on their first 8 drives had just 33 rush yards. They've got 51 on this drive alone. 51 of the 83 yards on the ground. They give it to Algier. They got 52 as he's going to pick up a yard. As Bijan's back in. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Yeah, you should be able to copy and paste it. Put it on a Google Doc. Send it to me. Cousins looking end zone. Kyle Pitts incomplete. Threw that one into double coverage. So 4th and 5 from the 6. You got to go for it. So they're going to go for it, 4th and 5. Cousins to the end zone. Incomplete. Just a terrible call. Just flat out stupidity. 4 minutes to go in the game. Kansas City going to take over at their own 6. We'll go to break. We'll be right back with you guys in a moment. All right, we're back. I don't know what Mahomes was doing. He missed Rashee Rice for the first down. They had to punt, and the Falcons going to take over now. As that one almost intercepted, then almost an insane catch from Mooney, and there's a flag down. It's going to be on the Chiefs. Hands to the face from Connor. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. Yeah, on Kyle Pitts there, you see him. Drake London got a catch up to the 48. That might take us to the 2-minute warning, or they might get another play off. We'll see. They'll get one more play off. Cousins going deep to nobody, but that's going to be a flag. He was looking for Ray McLeod. Then that's going to be pass interference on McDuffie. He didn't let him go upfield. Okay, well, that's why the pass was terrible. Yeah. So, yeah, McLeod was trying to continue up the field, but McDuffie pushing on him. Makes sense why that throw was so bad. So that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Got 1:56 to go. Falcons going to have the ball on the Kansas City 37. Can the Falcons come back and win it on primetime yet again? Yeah, email will work. I'll look after the stream. But can the Falcons come back and win it in primetime for the second straight week in a row against the Chiefs? We'll see. We're going to take a quick break for the 2-minute warning. We'll be right back with you guys. So we're back now, 1st and 10 from the Falcons. Looking deep for London. Can't get it to him. Just a bad pass from Cousins. But he got hit as he threw it. Can't really blame him on that one. If they could have had that one up in the air, would have been a touchdown as Mooney on the outside, and he's only going to get a yard. And there's going to be a flag. I think that's going to be a horse collar. It's going to be a right call if that's what it is. Google Man 4141 says refs got me 300 fantasy points in this one. Yeah, it's been a ref show in this one. Yeah, that's going to be a horse collar. It's going to be 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Falcons at the Kansas City 22. Going over the top 25. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the AP 25, but just because it's nice for talking points early in the season, but in reality, it don't matter at the end of the year. But like I said, man, your show. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. Google, man, good to see you in here, man. I haven't seen you in here before, so hopefully you'll like what you hear and you'll subscribe and stick around for more. But yeah, the refs, man, they're just blowing it. They've been, I mean, at least on this drive for the most part, it's been the right calls. But this whole game, there's been some questionable ones, and the biggest thing is like the head referee. He doesn't even know half the stuff he's announcing. Last drive for the Falcons, when they started way deep inside their own territory, it got illegal hands to the face. He said it was a 10-yard penalty and loss of down. As London makes the catch, breaks a tackle, and has it about a yard short of a first down. Timeout from Atlanta with 1 minute to go. Yes, a 10-yard penalty, loss of down. It's supposed to be half the distance to the goal. Replay first down. I don't know. I don't even know. Packers have the Super Bowl. I hope so, man. I'm a Packers fan. We look good today. You a Packers fan, or who you cheer for? Yeah, hopefully. I hope the Packers can do it. I mean, looking good with Willis at quarterback. He's not out there trying to do too much. The defense looks great under Hafley. Willis not trying to do too much, just playing within himself, still making plays, but not trying to go out and play hero ball. And they're just doing what they got to do to win. For sure. I hope Jordan can get back next game, but at the same time, the way Willis is playing, I don't want to rush Jordan Love back because I don't want this to end up being a long-term injury, because Willis is playing great right now and he's winning games right now. But we're going to need Jordan Love in the playoffs. And as they get more film on him, we're going to need – as we get more film, we're going to need more time on him, as he's going to be half a yard short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and inches, and this is for the football game. So Raheem Morris will keep a timeout. He'll stay at 2 as Kansas City will have called a timeout. Andy Reid trying to plead the case that Raheem Morris was also calling one to use his, but he ain't going to win that one. They're going to call it on the Chiefs. 4th and inches. Half a yard. Cousins going to give to Bijan. He tries to get outside. He's not going to get it. Lose about 4 or 5 yards, and that's the game. The Chiefs have won it. Exactly, man. He's got to play in the big games for the rivalries for sure. I just don't want to. I don't want to rush him back. But like I said, not a whole lot of film on not a whole lot of film on Willis right now. He hadn't really ever played in his career, so you gotta get him. Once they get more film on him, they'll have him more down. But I think Jordan Love should be back next week. I mean, he was practicing this week, was listed as questionable, so he should be back next week. At least you'd think so. So Mahomes going to kneel it down, try and use off as much time as possible. Falcons going to call a timeout with 45 seconds left. Yeah, we get the Vikings. We get the Vikings next next week. That'll be a fun matchup. Malik Willis and Sam Darnold, the quarterback, if he's in. College fan? Oh yeah, we mostly do college football content on the channel. Check out some of the other videos. We mostly do college football content. Love college. I live in Clemson. I'm a huge Clemson fan. Have been my whole life. So I like the way we've looked the last 2 weeks. Who's your college team? Clemson. I'm a Clemson fan. Yep. Big TCU fan. Okay, we got your offensive coordinator from you, Garrett Riley. He's didn't really see much from him last year, and nothing really in that first game. But these last 2 weeks, it's been like, okay, this is Garrett Riley's offense that we're running now. This is his offense. And TCU playing pretty well to start the season. What do you think about them so far this year? They kind of were slept on coming into the season, but they've played pretty well. They've had a tough one against UCF, lost that one by one, and then lost to SMU pretty bad yesterday. But I mean, for the most part, they're looking pretty solid compared to what I think a lot of people thought of. At least Hoover for the most part as well. You go on the road to Kansas next week. That'll be a big one. Kansas isn't a team that is living up to their expectations from the preseason. So, but yeah, Josh Hoover, your quarterback, man, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns, 2 picks. He's looked pretty solid. Yeah, exactly. Tough last 2 games, especially that UCF game. Yeah, especially the UCF game. I mean, the SMU game, you couldn't get a stop defensively. But the UCF game, man, to lose that one, I know that one had to suck. Yeah, exactly. The way Kansas is playing right now, the way they're looking, should be able to beat them. Yeah, man. Just the way it goes sometimes, it sucks. But that's the way it falls for you sometimes. But the good news is, eventually it'll fall back the other way. And you'll start getting those games. But hey, that's gonna wrap up the stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Had a lot of viewers. Excuse me. We appreciate all of you guys. I'm trying to think of what we got on the schedule for this week. Tomorrow will probably be Clemson Stanford preview prediction video. I'll probably do another video as well tomorrow, another game, probably Texas Bama tomorrow as well. And then Tuesday will be some more college football content. Wednesday, more college football content. Actually, I'll tell you what, tomorrow morning, we're going to put out Clemson Stanford in the morning. In the afternoon, we're going to put out a Packers video. Probably something about Malik Willis in the offense without Jordan Love. Some sort of Packers video. Tuesday, what we'll do is on Tuesday, Tuesday morning, we'll put out Alabama, Georgia preview prediction video. Tuesday evening, we'll have a video with Michael, who was on with us in the first half on FSU and just their struggles. Wednesday, we'll probably do college football in the morning, NFL in the afternoon. Thursday, and Friday we'll have our betting picks for you guys. So you gamblers, tune in Thursday and Friday. We'll have our best bets. Thursday will be college football. Friday will be NFL. Our best bets, top picks for the week or for the weekend. So you guys check that out. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any. The plan is to get these videos out, the morning videos at 10 or 11 a.m., the NFL videos at 5 or 6 p.m. We'll have some shorts come out throughout the day as well. We're trying to get rolling and just keep pushing content out. We appreciate all the support we've gotten. In the last 28 days, we're over 2.5 million views, 12.7 thousand watch hours, and over 1,100 subscribers in the last 28 days. So channel has been just booming. So we appreciate it because, again, couldn't do it without any of y'all. Y'all are what keeps the channel going. Let's see. Washington versus Rutgers thoughts quickly. It's going to be a good game. Let me see where that one's being played out real quick. I mean, I want to lean Rutgers originally. Washington has played decent somewhat this year. I mean, Washington State absolutely killed them 2 weeks ago. They haven't been bad, just flat out terrible, but they haven't been impressive either. Rutgers, I was kind of high on Rutgers this year. Was expecting them to be pretty solid. Obviously, they took a big hit before the season even started. Their top linebacker, who was probably going to finish as an All-American this year, goes down preseason and he's out for the year. So now he's out. That one sucks. And this game, by the way, will be Friday at 8:00 on Fox. But yeah, I mean, you look at this team or this game, it's going to be a fun game. I think with it being at Rutgers, I lean Rutgers, but Will Rogers having a nice year at Washington, over 1,000 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, no picks. But you look on the other hand, Athan Kaliakmanis, can't pronounce his last name, for Rutgers. He's been pretty solid as well. 646 yards, 6 touchdowns, a pick. This is going to be a good game. It's one I'm excited for. You look at what Rutgers has done so far this season, sitting at 3-0, beat Howard 44-7, beat Akron 49-17, and a nice one on the road this past Saturday when to Virginia Tech, won that one 26-23. You look for Washington, beat Webster State 35-3, beat Eastern Michigan 30-9, lost to Washington State 24-19. Although that game was, Washington State to me won that game by more than 5 points, just the way they played. They just physically dominated. Washington in that game. They just punished them in the trenches. And so, but you look on the flip, then they beat Northwestern 24-5 this past Saturday. But it'll be the first road game for Washington this year. They're having to go across the whole country. Already a short week, and then you're going to have to leave, a little bit sooner than you would, considering where you're having to go. I think I lean Rutgers here. The spread on it is Rutgers favored by 2.5. I don't know what I would do, honestly, but I'd have to look into it a lot more. But just looking at it right now, I think I would say Rutgers wins. Got Rutgers by 3, game-winning field goal, 31-28. That's about kind of the margin I'm sitting at. I don't know what kind of play call that was, Cody. I was sitting here wondering the same thing, man. I have no idea what kind of call that was. To me, what they should have done is ran that play, but had Bijan going this way, fake it to him, and have Algier cut back the backside. That's what I think they should have done. Hand it to Algier and let him cut back the other way, a little misdirection, because they're thinking Bijan's getting the football. I just don't like that play, man. You got to go half a yard. Why are you handing the ball back 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage? And then he's got to run all the way outside before he can even start to go up the field. I think that, if with Cousins with a QB sneak, should have been an easy first day. Even hand the ball off to Bijan and let him run up the middle instead of trying to run him to the outside, man. I don't know what kind of play call that was. Kansas City survives. Um, Kansas City survives. It was, a solid game for the Falcons. Still, I think if you're a Falcons fan, especially with how your team's played in years past, I think you're happy with how they've looked so far this season. They've looked pretty solid. Um, you go look at the Falcons and what they got coming up. They did lose to the Steelers 18-10 week one. That was just tough. Though. That Steelers defense is the best defense in the country. But they beat the Eagles last week. You're 1-2 right now. But, the two teams you've lost to, you faced the two best defenses in the NFL. You get the Saints next week. After what the Saints look like this week, they're not unstoppable anymore. It's proven you can hold them to some points, and we'll see how they respond because they haven't been punched in the mouth like they were today all season long. Buccaneers, they're not unstoppable either. They just lost to the Broncos, and you get to crush the Panthers. Seahawks, solid team. There's still a lot of wins on the schedule for the Falcons. A lot of wins. I think I think the Falcons have a shot at winning the division. It's going to be tough with the Buccaneers and the Saints, but I think they could win the division, even possibly finish second and sneak into the playoff. But yeah, I don't think that it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be just a downfall for the Falcons. I think that they're going to stabilize it, and I think they're going to keep rolling pretty solidly as they go through the season. Yeah, Panthers did finally win a game today. Andy Dalton looked great, over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. He looked good. We'll probably have a video out about that sometime. That might be the Wednesday NFL video. Not sure 100% on those yet, but hey, again, appreciate everybody tuning in. We hope to see you guys around. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check us out, and like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. We're having at least 2 videos coming out tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday probably just have one apiece. But again, appreciate everybody tuning in. God bless everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.